It's Week 17 of the 2026 season, and we'll get to see the Eagles' creative quarterback. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Eagles and the Titans, and it's coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Philadelphia Eagles. Charles Davis and Brandon Gaudin here with you. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong. Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 17 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
You know he's proud of his standing as the league's number 3 rusher, and those linemen in front of him, they're just as proud, but they all have the same goal in mind. Get him to number 1 in the league and celebrate a rushing title at the end of the year. That starts with a good game here.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. On the move past the 40. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Oh, they're going to run a little half pass here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against you.
And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Get caught for the penalty.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They go play action here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles. Top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Evan McPherson for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
And you can see by the X next to their name, they have clinched the NFC East already. For the moment, though, they would host a wild card game in round 1.
And for me, it brings back memories about how tough it is to win this division. Not just in recent years, but think about the decades that have stacked up where we've said the NFC East, always one of the toughest divisions in the NFL.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Eagles at 13-2 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Now second quarter. Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Nixon
down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Target. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's got room. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry
with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Going right back to Akers. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is caught. He hits Moore. Touchdown, Eagles.
Rondale Moore.
27 yards.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. It's taken to the 26. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's complete, left side to Bateman.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
2nd and 2.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
He was looking for Rashad Bateman there.
But it'll be 2nd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A give up the middle to Akers.
They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
That's taken in by Watson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll set up to throw.
He finds Bateman over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw again.
He'll complete. Yard line.
And they're going to to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again.
Gilmore.
His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
After McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 67 yards.
And the Titans have cut it back within a score.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Christian Watson,
58 yards.
And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Tennessee offense set to go again. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty rubbed up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
They'll run here with Akers.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
On the stick.
Now a handoff up the middle. Nixon, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Eagles extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now back to throw.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Fairbairn good with the... And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Christian Watson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw here.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he will have a Titans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 2nd and 15. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. John Ross, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Tennessee score. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Christian Watson.
36 yards.
And the Eagles tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 2nd and 4.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They'll need to get into the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points.